igifaransa kuri figurine sha uragiza primaire uziko abantu bose bitwa abakobwa bose ari ba Monique na ba
nk'aba bana iyo ugiye kubasuruka barati good morning teacher,
how are you, nibuka umupeti umwana yari wabonetse bajya kumuvuriza mu Bubiligi ageze mu ndege aravuga abwira umotezi ngo je demande la permission d'aller aux toilettes. Ni image.
Born in Toronto. I was about 4.5 years old. My father was 29 and he passed away. I had a loving family, but no resources. So I grew up on government assistance and social aid. I started working when I was very young, about 10 years old.
So I was born here in Toronto back in 1960. Parents were immigrants to Canada. Needless to say, life was very simple, and I did not have the kind of life that I enjoy today.
So Rita and I came from a similar background of economic tribulation, but at the same time an opportunity to flourish. And that's really what we want to do, is give people opportunities and let people choose their own destinies. We knew we needed a landed partner in the country we want to work in. We can't live in a place long enough. We don't know the culture, we don't know the people, and we're not bringing our knowledge to the table. We're bringing our ability to help kickstart their desires and objectives.
My name is Paul Ruganinwari. I'm one of the tour guides in Rwanda and Uganda. Rich and Jeff came to Rwanda some 7 years ago. They came to see the gorillas in Rwanda and Uganda. So I was lucky to be one of their guides, and at the end of the trip we became friends. But before they left, before the trip ended, they really loved Rwanda, and they were asking me, what do you think we can do? What do you think we can contribute in this country, which had a terrible time in 1994, that was genocide, so that maybe we can be part of rebuilding this country.
And I said, Paul, Jeff and I are ready. We're ready to do something. What could we do here? And he said, Rita, something as simple as giving a person a sheep here could change their lives. And he explained to me about over-farming and deforestation and erosion and lack of nutrients in the soil. And he said, you know, sheep manure composted into fertilizer in a very short time could change the nutritional value of the soil here and improve crop yields. And sheep reproduce, so they could be selling animals in a very excess animals in a very short time.
So Paul and Rita came up with this notion, and we went to Rwanda again, and we worked with collectives because they were already organized in a way in which reporting and accountability was present. So we didn't have to make demands of accountability and responsibility. It was all set up. Once you get a sheep from us, like microfinance, the currency is sheep, not dollars. We provide a female sheep to each farmer. We provide males for studding that actually belong to the community. Once they have 4 sheep, the 4th sheep is returned back to the project and given to the next recipient. And after that, as long as they maintain 3 animals, they can sell or eat the surplus.
So now, in addition to Rita and Jeff and Paul helping these cooperatives, Rwandans are helping Rwandans, Ugandans are helping Ugandans, which again goes a long way toward dignity building, community building, self-esteem, independence. Our obsolescence is the best example that the project is working, the fact that they don't need us anymore.
Where some of them, they told us where they used to harvest 100 kilograms, is getting 300 kilograms. It's times 3. So when you are getting times 3 from what you used to harvest, of course, you'll be able to take care of yourself. You'll be able to buy school materials. You'll be able to buy the health insurance for children and save some money for any emergency. But that was not there before the project.
So they go from subsistence to sustenance to surplus, creating their own businesses, whether it's selling the manure or selling the animals or feeding themselves. They're generating revenue to send their kids to school, pay their own health care, fix up their homes. So the project works exponentially.
These people, they never have a long-term project. Whatever they thinking is today. Don't ask them tomorrow. Don't ask them day after tomorrow. But since now they are thinking, oh, if I have this manure and I be able to harvest this, I'll be able in the future to buy another land where I can extend my project. I'll be able to start thinking, I'm living in a small house, I think I need to extend my house. These are future plans they didn't have before because there were not enough incomes. For generating incomes was very low, so you could always thinking about today, but not tomorrow. But since the project has came in, now whatever we are talking to them and say, okay, I'm thinking of 3 years ahead, I'll be able to do this and this.
Our ultimate goal is to let people see how easy it is to make a difference. That you don't need large organizations, you don't need large infrastructure, all you need is a desire. The cost of this program is so small relative to its impact. And so what we'd like to do in terms of expansion is, on a literal sense, we want to move into the Sudan. This year we moved into Uganda. We found another group of landed people who live in Uganda who are helping us now. They're based out of Lira, and they are Rotarians and philanthropists and also very poor people. So a philanthropist does not need to be a rich person. We tend to associate philanthropy with wealth. That's a big mistake. Philanthropy is not in the wallet, it's in the heart. And anyone can give a helping hand to anyone. And you do not need money to reach your arm out across a table and grab hold of another hand and give them a helping hand. So that is one of our goals. The second is to try and get this to as many places as possible because it is efficient, effective, easy to monitor its success, and transparent. And so there's no reason why people can't take charge of their own lives with something as simple as sheep and sheep manure, or goats, depending on the topography of the environment.
We can't expand this initiative without being connected to somebody who lives locally, who knows the communities that we're going to be working with, can help us source the communities that we're working with, can act as translator, because obviously Jeff and I don't speak the local dialects, and someone who has a vested emotional interest in wanting to improve the life of the people who live in that area. So we need people who are connected to India, to Southeast Asia, to Central America, to South America. We're here, we're waiting to hear from you, and we're ready. We're ready. We have resources, and we're ready to source animals, and we're ready to get moving on